bully this carry. The only way you can get him down is if you gank him and shut him down from the start, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the game number 1 for our first match of the day of MSC 2023 Group Stage Day number 2. Into the land of Dawn we go.
All right, let's confirm it right now. Yes, it is Chiku, guys, on this Arlet.
Wow.
And Momo. And here's the thing, right? I kind of feel it because everyone is looking, Arlet is like, okay, this is definitely Momo. It's Momo's hero. I think Chiku guys like, you know what? You're taking a little bit too much of the spotlight. All right, give it to me. I'll show them what I can do.
They went for the unbending will here,
Yeah.
LaFell. So he is going for damage.
Maybe like one defense item, something like a Guardian Helmet. And then after that, yeah, I kind of feel like early game, he's really going for that damage. And we can see Maru here. He's not going to be too aggressive moving around. He's just like, I just got to make sure that Speedy gets his farm.
Yeah, that's all they need to do at this point, right? Because like you mentioned here, Chiku is going to be able to bully him, and Maru knows this. But that actually gives TODAK a little bit of an edge when it comes down to that mid lane rotation. Here we go.
Right now, a little bit worried Chiku guys might not be able to get the last hit. Okay, he still gets it.
Oh, he doesn't get the cannon, though.
But still, as long as he gets it, because at that point, I thought that they were freezing it a little bit too well, that Chiku would actually miss that gold minion. So the fact that he still got it, I would say it's still pretty good. But the thing is, Smile on this Novaria, usually with the Novaria, you will always get those faster ganks. We got to see how safe Chiku or Momo will be in the side lane.
Yeah, so far things are actually looking a little bit passive, right? I think Occupy also, they want to wait for that level 4 power spike to hit onto Maru in particular. There's a lot of heroes that he can hinder with his ultimate, so I think we're waiting on that for just a little longer. But yeah, so far, nothing too fancy just yet.
Actually very interesting here because though that they really are Chiku-centric, just now we saw that Chiku went in range to grab some experience from the jungle, sharing it with Rival, making sure that everyone gets level 4 for this turtle fight. We'll see, TODAK, will they actually contest this?
They wanna, it does seem so. But Yums, nope, he just uses the Tyrant's Revenge away, giving Leo the first objective for Frey. Occupy strikes first, and this is what I'm worried about for TODAK. The fact that, you know, they aren't going to be outscaled here by Speedy. If he is given this much space to play the game, now Minion Fury into the mid lane, forcing a flicker very early on. Luckily for TODAK, Smile does not connect, but it's going to be the final slash. We're going to back onto the Tyrant's Rage into the real world manipulation. And it's a good trade over. TODAK with the first blood. Now Finch poise over. Smile's going to be targeted down. He does not have the flicker ready, and he will surely fall to the blades of Rival.
Yeah, that backfired for Occupy real fast, real quick. The counter engage setup coming in from TODAK was actually able to give them a little bit of an edge there in that mid side. But you can see here Leo already trading back. You saw that beforehand. Oh, wait a minute, Rival? Okay.
Yeah, but this does show the stability of TODAK for now, because it does look like what they want to do is this, they just want to get the farm first and then engage.
Looking at the way they're playing the game, it's just all about getting Speedy to a comfortable position, right? Even Smile is taking a few hits in the early game where TODAK have been able to completely punish. Smile is very hard to catch on a Novaria, but you need to be very careful because that's what the Ling was picked up for. Whoa! Wow, even more. Smile again, just as I say it, it happens. Smile's gonna get caught by Yums on that Tyrant's Revenge, 0-2-0. I don't know about the scaling on this Novaria now.
I'm actually I want to ask a question, right? Steel leg plates on Smile. Is that normal for Novaria?
Actually, not really, because you kind of want to rush getting that, getting those first 2 items first. It really depends. Some do want that Enchanted Talisman. I personally prefer having the Clock of Destiny so that you scale very well come mid to late game. So yeah, very not normal, honestly.
Yeah, it's unique, right?
It's unique,
We see
yes.
the Elegant Gem, obviously, for the mana and the cooldown, but it's paired with the steel leg plate, so I think she's looking for more sustainability in these team fights. But now both of these teams are going to be rotating on this next objective, and Chiku guys already starting it up.
Already going all in, forcing them into Fury very early on as the real world inflation comes down, and Chico's going to be able to sustain back up as Speedy tries to deal some more damage. That's the phantom execution, and even the retribution from Leo securing it up. TODAK only sent 3 members over there. A good sidestep from Yum will get him to safety, but Rival's taking that purple buff. He's looking for something on the map as Momo just goes for a little bit of a trade down below in the bottom side river. TODAK still unable to find these neutral objectives.
for that one, it was very questionable. What was the call? Because we see 3 members of TODAK going for the turtle fight, but obviously Rival really needs that purple, so he's not going to be doing anything until he gets it. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, because if you want to play around the turtle and Rival doesn't want to scare the turtle, perhaps it's better for him to actually go on Occupy's jungle. But now, Leo.
Oh, he answers aggression with more aggression. He actually just uses the Phantom Execution on to Moon. Gets him chunked quite low, and Occupy actually have gotten a pretty good position here to look for something up top, but I don't think they have enough kill pressure to really threaten Chiku, guys.
Yeah, they're trying though. They're going for something else at the moment, but that's what I wanted to ask. TODAK's composition, right? Is there a certain power spike that we should be looking forward to, right? Because for the first few turtles that occurred in the game, it didn't seem like TODAK wanted to commit onto it until just then, where they lost it.
I will honestly say, in terms of item, TODAK has 2 power spikes they're looking for. 1 item onto Momo as well as Chiku, guys, and then 3 items on Rival. I kind of feel like when they have those items, then they can go really, really aggressive. Now, Yumes, does he want to come in?
Minion Fury onto Chiku, still able to escape for now. Again, it's going to be Smile missing that, but Yums is going to be able to find Tyrant's Revenge. He will fall to the hands of Speedy as Momo rotates up top. Chiku wants some more, has the final slash, brings them back in. Momo with the flicker. That's going to be Maru still surviving, but in the end gets punched to death as it's another hit from Smile. But there is no more follow-up. It's TODAK winning in these trades. In terms of kills, Leo even stealing away from the purple buff from Rival. He did use his Retribution, but Rival did too. So Leo just won an outright 50-50 Retri battle.
Looking at the situation now, I thought that they're making quite a lot of decisions that is very, very risky, which is kind of the TODAK Lanka flavor. But again, it's like going up against Occupy, I don't know whether they're really just trying to force things out and then see how would they respond. And now Leo gets caught just a little bit by Yumes, but not enough damage just coming in from Chiku.
Okay, at this point, we have a few seconds left until the Retribution gets picked up, but Leo is just constantly on these objectives, right? He's on the next turtle already. Yumes here trying to open up map, open up the vision as well for his team, but at this point, it doesn't seem once again TODAK want to contest. If they did, if they committed, do you think that's a good idea?
Honestly, just because this is a Ling going up against a Lancelot, I do feel that the Lancelot will win 70% of the time. So I kind of feel like instead of fighting for the turtle, you just delay it for a little bit and then have Rival farming somewhere else because he needs the 3 items when Maru goes in.
Oh, the Minion Fury cancels out the Tyrant's Revenge. That's another knock-up. It's massive, but it's a Tyrant's Revenge and a final slash from Chiku, guys. Speedy targeted down, locked up. That's a split, doing some more. Alpha able to mount on Yumes, but he will be traded back in again. That's the gold laner taken down. Meanwhile, Leo.
Meanwhile, Leo couldn't get another objective there in the top side, but these are already certain differences we see between both of these teams. So far, Occupy, they have been able to translate that onto turrets, onto objectives, finding something, you know, just more not abstract like TODAK, whereas TODAK, they're going in for fights, but there's not necessarily something that they get in advantage towards them.
Right now, looking at the replay, TODAK, they played the fight very, very well, but I think it's because of their composition, having a lot of tanky front lines. But also, we can definitely see Leo has very good decision-making, where he's like, I could possibly go in this team fight and maybe get a kill, but if we're talking about money, it's probably better just to get the turret and better map control. So I like the decision coming in from Leo. He could have came in for the fight, but he's like, nah, something more valuable is here on the map.
Yeah, TODAK's trading back though, right? You can see that Rival was able to get a turret in that bottom side. Momo here being a little cheeky, trying to push that top side as well. He doesn't necessarily get it because it was cleared on time, but
oh, wow. He dodged away with the Thorn Rose Leo. Unreal reaction time.
Dude, that was actually amazing, and a lot was expanded there. Thought they were waiting. They were trying to camp the bush, trying to get a kill, but he's like, no, I can read you like a book. Alpha now is frontlining for the team, and hold on, we see Chiku, guys, you're being a little bit too front. You got to be a little bit careful there.
Oh, that bottom lane is pushing though for TODAK. Don't know if they should exactly commit onto this without clearing that first. But we'll see here. The Lord already in the Land of Dawn. Both teams are trying to sniff one another out. Trying to look for the proper setup, the proper positioning. But look at Rival here.
Yeah, he's trying to do what Leo's been doing to his team all the way in the bottom lane, but the Lord's going to be engaged on, fully committed actually right now. Leo has the retry advantage. He's going to be able to secure it for the team as the Minion Fury locks Yumes down, punishing him for that very, very aggressive engage that he doesn't find anyone on. And Occupy, they're winning out through macro, through objectives.
I gotta say, just now, Yums, he did not hit his skills as well. Momo goes in, he's trying to clear the minion, and now Chiku guys is there as well. TODAK, they're thinking about fighting.
2 final slash there. Speedy's still going to be able to deal some damage.
Oh.
Rival now with the Temple to Blaze. Flicker from Speedy.
Oh my God.
Speedy!
What?
An absolute monster in this game. Gets out, and the coordination from Occupy. How is this happening?
Alpha stopped him for a second.
That was so beautiful, Fel. What was that? It must feel bad to be rival at this point. And now, though, it is going to be a 4-for-4 with a Lord on the way in favor of Occupy. 2,000 gold lead. How are we feeling, right? How are we feeling about this?
We gotta address this. The last time Minotaur was picked was in M2 by 10-second gaming.
A long time.
M2!
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, right now the Lord is marching up top, and TODAK, even though they have the Eve, right now Maro is looking for Yums.
Oh, the mobility, everything's thrown at Yums. Temple to Blaze onto the back. Speedy will finally fall there to Rival as he's going to be able to jump onto Smile. He pops into Astral Recall, still able to escape for now as Alpha actually mounts Moon all the way back, gets baited and brought back to the turret. Even the base here at this point with Momo bringing him back with a knockout strike. Alpha should surely fall. Chiku doesn't want to stop. He goes for the final slash. Maro still able to escape. If he gets out of this one, I don't know what to say. The Astral Spear going to be used. Maro, 1 HP. Chiku dives deal with the vengeance, but he might actually pay with his life. The Astral Spear is ready. Max range, doesn't get it. And Chiku will be able to live for another day.
I'm sorry, but Maro was from the base of TODAK.
That was
All the way there.
Yes.
That took a very long time to kill the Minotaur.
He ran a very, very long distance there, buying a bit of time, I guess you would say. And interestingly enough, even though it seems like things are going in the direction for Occupy, the gold lead has shifted, guys.
Definitely. Oh, Speedy though. Oh, just as you say, the gold lane has shifted, the gold has shifted, the gold lane gets picked up. Just like that, easy Tyrant's Revenge to find him. Leo is able to escape.
What are you doing,
Sorry.
Eterna? The moment you say
I'm
something nice
sorry.
about something, something bad happens.
I mean, well, you do have the 1,000 gold lead.
You know what? This is the epitome of a caster. The moment you say something good, something bad happens. But speaking of which, right now, looking at the itemization here, Rival has indeed completed 3 items for himself. The Wind Talker, the Berserk Fury, as well as the Endless Battle. Quite enough of damage, but so far, he's not immune to crowd control, so he just has to be careful about that whenever he wants to go for those crazy kills onto Speedy or Smile.
May I say something real quick, right?
Sure.
As the longer this game progresses, is it not TODAK's game to lose because of their decision to not bring a marksman in that gold lane?
It's definitely very risky. Definitely very risky. So it will be a skill matchup between Rival as well as Speedy. If Speedy goes down first, game
Great.
over. If,
Yeah.
if Rival goes down first, then even TODAK won't have enough damage. So it really is a skill matchup between the jungler and the gold laner.
I mean, you can see Speedy already trying to respect the damage output coming from TODAK, right? Already with a Wind of Nature. Perhaps that will have an impact in this next upcoming fight as both of these teams are going in.
Retry battle, it's going to be one out by Leo. This time, Speedy's able to flicker out of Yums, but that's a flicker responded over as well. Speedy's still trying to deal with damage, has a Wind of Nature, actually buys a lot of time. He's going to be able to dish out so much damage before he ultimately falls. Smile on the back into his own way as Leo's going to be caught in the real world manipulation. Chiku guys mounted on by Alpha, but he is able to sustain back up. Smile is low, but Occupy, they fall 1 by 1.
We can definitely look at how TODAK is approaching this game. You know what, objectives is great and all, but we want kills. We are TODAK Langar, and they understand Speedy is the main problem. As long as Speedy is taken care of, then everyone can go in. We see Yums goes in first, being that distraction, but really, the game changer was Moon. Creating that space, creating that box, making sure that Speedy has nowhere to go, making it so that Rival can come in. In fact, we're going to look at the replay right here where, sure, the Lord was secured, but look at the way that Moon, if he did not drop that real-world manipulation, I honestly feel like Speedy could have outplayed that.
Oh, you're right, you're right. He was at the right moment, at the right time. And the trigger discipline that he had on his ultimate as well really just helped those things come along together. And that's how things are looking great for TODAK here in these team fights. And I like how this has become the discussion, right?
Yeah.
Because I asked in the beginning, I was
You're
like,
so clever.
you know, if Arlet versus Speedy in the long run, you know, it's in favor of Speedy, right? It's in favor of the carry. But if carry dies like that, like what we just witnessed earlier, then it's no problem for TODAK.
Speedy needs to go and play it the way Benny Cutie does, right? Because for TODAK, it's all in or nothing. They need to go for an all-in team fight there with the final smash. They need to display Speedy. If Occupy engage first, I guess that's an answer as well. They can just bait out some of these abilities. But as long as Speedy plays in the back, waits for those big ultimates to be used, and bait up big abilities just like this, they can actually go and melt them down first. Minions Fury, and look at Speedy. He's still all good. Smile's gonna be targeted down though. Smile on the back is assassinated by rival. Leo and Maro trying to play it front to back as Yum is going to be able to find a Tyrant's Revenge and the Rage to lock him down. That's the RWM dealing some damage as well, but Speedy is way too far away. He needs to clear out this mid lane. Luckily for Occupy, there's no objectives for TODAK to take, but they got to be really careful. Smile has been so vulnerable.
Right now, honestly, Alpha is doing a pretty good job as a glue, making sure that he's isolating the targets, namely Moon here, but TODAK kind of like figured out what they're trying to do. So, Rival, you can solo, you can 1v4. Everyone else is going to try their best to either protect Moon or protect Chico, guys. Right now, looking at the in-game equipment as well, let's look at Speedy, where he's basically full build, is only waiting on that Rose Gold Meteor. But again, the thing about carry is that you're very short range, so you just got to make sure that when you go in safe. And with Rival playing the way that he's playing, it's kind of hard to play safe right now.
Yeah, Rival's scary. Rival's very scary for Speedy and for Smile. And that's what I wanted to talk about in the drafting phase, right? Novaria, sure, she's broken. She has the range, she has the utility, and she just has everything in her kit. But the problem is her mobility is so bad, and she barely has any defense or escape mechanism. So, oh. Whoa. Chico, guys, is he okay?
Yeah, he has the Vengeance, so it's all good. Final Slash all alone, though. Chico, okay, he has the Immortality. Momo's gonna be able to find the 3-man knockup, but the Minions Fury finds them all. Smile's in a good position. Speedy's still able to escape right now, but the Tempest Blades will knock him up. Speedy not able to outplay that situation, but Smile is able to take it back around. Now it's a 3v2. Yums and Moon. Moon is still free hitting. Smile's not able to find that angle just yet, and Alpha is able to find a split back in time. That's the Astral Recall, giving them the Astral Fear to go for Moon. Alpha still chasing, and that will be it. The lockdown for Moon.
Ooh,
damage not enough still, though. The split comes back for a third time in this team fight, and Moon is still alive.
Yeah, 4 members, though, taken down from TODAK, and that means that Occupy, they're going to force this. They're going to try and get the Lord. They also take it for sure. And once again, another objective in the hands of Occupy.
I gotta say, man, Occupy played that very, very well, because they're like, yo, we think they're gonna engage. So let's just kite back a little bit, try to bait out a lot of skills. Once the final slash is out of the way, they all in onto Chico, guys. I'm pretty sure even he was surprised that he died that fast. And then after that, TODAK's gonna come in, just one by one, making sure they get the kills onto TODAK, and then it's like, okay, you know what? We're all good. No one is around to fight us again. Now we go for the Lord.
Uh-oh. Seems like they just want to commit down below as well. TODAK can't really defend this at this point. They need to rotate up top as Alpha was able to mount Momo, but there's no more follow-up. Smile, this time in the late game, he's completely scaled up, and this Astral Recall will be on a very short cooldown that he can use to completely bully TODAK. Momo trying to defend all alone, but at least turret should fall here. Just in a bit. Chico only finding one with Final Splash. Yum's charging the back, joining in, but the Minions Fury, with a flicker as well to lock them down. Speedy in the back, targeted down, but he has the Wind of Nature. He is able to escape for a bit, but the Tempest of Blades will knock him up to take him down. Speedy's down. That's the Final Splash on the 2. Leo still able to survive, but Rival picks him up instantly. He goes for a triple kill, but Smile finds the spear from downtown. Alpha mounted on Moon. He's looking for more. The split can't save you now. Alpha will fall, and it should be a maniac, but we don't see it. Rival almost, though, taken out.
Dude, this is a fight of ego, man. Both TODAK as well as Occupy, they both want to fight. It's like, we don't care what's going to happen, win or lose. We're just going to go in. We're just going to see who can out-damage who. And TODAK in that skirmish, they won just because Yums, for a few times, but this one in particular is amazing because he engaged directly on to Leo, and then look at Rival. No one is there to stop him, and Moon, with a very good real-world manipulation, actually stopping their movements. That was great. This is one of those situations where TODAK, they were able to actually staggered their crowd control very, very well, giving them a big advantage in that fight.
Yeah, and luckily enough, a rival, he's on the emblem of killing spree, right? So he was able to sustain through whatever messy team fight, what we saw earlier, without getting taken down first, and just immediately take back the domination in that situation. So TODAK now has the gold lead, but 20 minutes in, most of these players should already be at full items.
Speedy needs to be really careful in his team fights, and I feel like he's just not being careful enough. He needs Boots to tell him, be careful, bro.
Yeah.
Someone's looking at you. And
Get
right
someone
now,
from a different team.
Exactly. Speedy, he's been caught so many times, and even in the positions where he is in the back, it's always in range of the real world manipulation. It honestly just feels like Speedy isn't aware of the spacing he needs in between these fights, going up against an assassin and a long-range mage.
At this point, it's almost not his fault, because again, look at how TODAK is kind of like forcing everyone to come after him, because Alpha, your job, go after Moon. And then Maru, your job is to protect Speedy. But the moment the third hit of the Minuan Free comes in, Rival's gonna jump up as well, I-frame all of that crowd control, and then come back in. So I kind of feel like it's up to the rest of the team as well to protect him, but it's easier said than done.
Oh, look at Rival, man. Oh, I just think like the Ling is so disgusting for certain reasons, right? You think you have the map pressure, you think you've set up properly for the objective, and then Rival just comes in with the Ling and takes that pressure away. And so Leo is going to be forced to handle that for the moment, and that's information for TODAK as well. So really brain a game right now. They're looking for an advantage.
Oh, Alpha, this might be dangerous, man. Is he going to mount? No, he's not. He's not. He buys so much time, though. He has the vision. Occupy now know where TODAK are, but whoa, Maro still goes for it. Yums is able to find a range, and in the back, Smile
Rival
completely targeted free. Winter Truncheon popped in early. Leo's not going to be able to save him this time. He buys the immortality, but Smile, he gets out with a flicker. Real world manipulation locks him down. Speedy's still able to free hit for now, but he's not in range to free hit. And TODAK just get a free trade, despite Alpha already revealing to his team everyone's position.
This is what happens when TODAK already got their items, and I like that they understand they can't go for a 50-50. Going up against Leo? No. That's not what you should be doing. You should be going for the fight. You should be going in for the kills. And now Rival looks like he's very comfortable. He's like, yeah, you know what, guys? Just give me time, and I'll deal with the rest.
Man, yeah, Rival has just been so annoying to Occupy.
Moon as well, honestly.
True,
yeah.
But like the follow-up from Moon is annoying, right? And this is what I wanted to see, the in-game equipment here in the 22nd minute. What stands out?
What stands out to me is the fact that everyone has like, what, 13, 12,000 gold ahead. So now we're going to see a lot of item swapping after this. The Novaria, I kind of feel like for a better roam boots, instead of going for the dire hit, I kind of feel like in this situation, just have encouragement so that you have extra damage on Speedy, where encouragement gives you more attack physical stats as well as attack speed. Even though, yes, for now, it looks like Speedy should be around capped on his attack speed, but maybe that extra damage could really help the team out.
I think even the poke here, they need to utilize it. They haven't been able to utilize it here in Alpha. Good cancel with the split there, baiting out the real world manipulation and the Tyrant's Rage, as that's the Evolved Lord. He's going to be able to charge down in the mid lane. Chiku finds the final slash, but Minion Fury knocks 3 of them up, disengaging properly for Occupy right now. Phantom Execution clearing out this mid wave, but there is still another wave in the bottom lane and that top lane. Alpha engaged on, that's the CC coming in, final slash bringing back, has the immortality right now, as that's also Leo jumping in to try to give his XP laner a bit more space to survive. 3 base turrets down, TODAK are looking for more, but they might have to just back up and play for the next Lord.
Yeah, they don't have the resources to do so, but Moon already has her ultimate here. Not really sure if they want to commit with that. Looks like they are going to go back up, but look at him charging.
Honestly, right now is actually a very bad spot for TODAK, because Rival, he's always been flanking. But once Occupy is in the base, where are you going to flank? You can actually come from their own base, so this is actually a very good spot for Occupy. If TODAK wants to force this, Speedy is just like, I could dash 1 step back and I'll be full health within seconds. So TODAK, they got to make sure that they actually bait Occupy out, and this is one of those weaknesses when you don't have a marksman. You can't poke them out with physical damage. Sure, magic damage hurts, but at this point in the game, physical damage is kind of more valuable.
Minion Fury already used up earlier though. That's a 2-man knockup, but there's no more follow-up. Double man stun from Chiku. Still looking to find a splash, but he's not going to be able to find a range right now. Speed is going to be in the back, targeted down. He doesn't have anything else. He uses Winter Nature. They step too far off of the base, and Smile's not able to find the Astral Spheres on. Leo loses his immortality, buys a bit of Truncheon, is able to pop it right before he dies, buying some more time, but in the back, the team is getting melted down by Moon, poked down, and brought back to the team by Chica with the final slash. Alpha has the immortality. The base is wide open. Rival's going to go for the turret lock right now. Smile tries his best to defend. Winter Truncheon, the juggling, but it does not matter. TODAK, with their clashes, with their skirmishes, they take game number 1.
TODAK Longar strike first here in the series of a best of 3, and that's exactly what you would expect from a TODAK game, right?